Hello again, everyone. Today I am here with a couple of Galen products that are new to me. These are direct from Galen, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute here. I had originally taped this as an unboxing and a true unboxing and getting everything out, and for various reasons I had to scrap that video, and here I am today trying to redo that. So I'm not going to show you the unboxing, I'm just going to show you the products, and this actually is already filled up with pens, so I'll show you that, and I want to compare this case to a couple of other cases that I have from them just to show you the differences in color and the differences in the actual models themselves of the pen case. So, as I was saying, I got this directly from Galen, these two items, and I actually had a really great experience ordering from them directly. So, I did kind of want to tell you all about that, and because I had said on the channel before that I'd had trouble with ordering from them direct, and this was a little while ago. I mean, it was at least a year and a half, if not longer ago. And I know that their family was going through a hard time at the time, and there just was a shipping problem where I got, where what I had ordered got held up in the mail, and I never got it, and they didn't really want to deal with it. And anyway, that all got worked out, but this experience buying from them was actually really good. I purchased it, and within a week, it was at my door, which is kind of odd, given that they do say that it can take like 3 to 5 weeks to get your items if they need to be made. I have a feeling they had these on hand and just sent them out. So I did want to say that I had a great experience ordering from them. I think that based on that, I mean, it's just one experience, but I think based on that, I kind of want to reverse what I'd said before and say that it's probably okay to order direct from Galen, and it seems like they have worked out some of the issues that they had before, at the very least. So that, with that said, I do want to show you the products themselves and show you how I'm using them and why I got them and all that sort of thing. So this is a little pen rest that I intend to just have on my desk and put a few pens in. Lately I have been storing a couple of Sailor fountain pens on here. So this, which is my absolute favorite pen of the moment, it is a 1911 large with a medium nib. Writes like a dream. It's not super glass smooth, but I just love the feel of it. There's just the right amount of feedback. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the pen. And I think I've mentioned on the channel before how much I like this pen. But anyway, I've had that there, and then another Sailor Pro Gear Mini, and then occasionally I've also been putting a paintbrush in between them when I've been using it, just so that the paintbrush can dry out and not be held upright and have the water go down into the ferrule. I have recently discovered that that can ruin your brush, and I'm not going to talk about that anymore. But anyway, so that's kind of the setup. This, it comes and goes. This would fit yet another fountain pen. Let's see what I have over here. Let's just go all Sailor. I have a Sailor 1911 small. It does get a little crowded because this is kind of a big pen. It does get a little crowded with 3 pens. You could stagger them. I think that would work just fine. You can fit them all just great like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this off to the side. That's pretty much all I'm going to talk about with this one. It's really inexpensive. It's kind of nice. One of the main reasons why I wanted to get something like this is so that if I'm using a pen that I don't post, I actually post all of these pens, but if I don't post, I could just put the cap there and know that the cap is in the same place every time so that I don't lose it. So that was part of the reasoning for that. But I'm going to go ahead and put these aside. And yes, this is another Galen fountain pen case, but this one's a little different. It is the mini Kaweco pen case, which, even though it says it's for Kawecos, you can totally put any mini pen in here. So it's the same size. Off to the side here, I have the 6-pen case and the other regular 10-pen case that I have. This one fits 14 mini pens because they're sideways, as opposed to in the regular pen case, they are upright like this. So one of the reasons why I have these here for reference is that I wanted to show you the color differences. So it's really kind of interesting. I'm going to talk about that before I get into the pens and how this works. So all of these, all of these are Crazy Horse Brown. So as you can see, they don't all look the same. So this one definitely looks more orange. This one looks like what I would think of as typical Crazy Horse Brown. This one is not as textured, and you can also see that the zipper fabric is different on these two. This one's a little more brown, this one's a little more light brownish orange, and this has the same zipper material essentially as this one, but they're all a little different. So just expect variation if you end up getting a few different pen cases. They're not always going to be the same. And I don't know if it's because different retailers, because these are all from different retailers. This one direct from Galen. This one was from Goulet Pens, and then this one was from Van Ness Pens. So they're all from different retailers, including the original. So I don't know if they kind of sent different things to different retailers or how that worked. I think of the coloring, I think I prefer this one. It's just kind of a cool sort of redder brown color, which I like. But you know, they're all pretty, and I'm actually kind of glad that they're different in tone and color, just because that way I can tell them apart. So because well, this one is obviously a different size, but these two, you know, I could possibly confuse the two if they were just sitting on my shelf, which is where I keep them. So I've already showed you how the pens are in the normal pen case. I'm going to put that back where it belongs. And then I'm going to put this one back as well. I'll show you the inside of this one real quick. Just 6 pen case. I still have a slot there. Put that off to the side. So I got them all for specific purposes. The first one I got was that regular size 10 pen case, and that I just thought I'd put my nicer pens in. My collection has grown since then, so I've been trying to figure out how to store them. I think probably in retrospect the best way would have been to get sort of a larger pen case, but I sort of have different pen cases all over the place, and eventually I may figure out how to consolidate them. But I got the 6 pen case so that I could hold just my Pelicans, although now it's holding one additional brand of pen. But this one is specifically to hold my mini pens, or at least the majority of my mini pens. So this side is all Kaweco. So this pen case was designed to fit the Kaweco Sports, which is this size. And as you can see, they fit perfectly. I do have a couple of Kaweco Lilliputs. This one I bought on sale at Jet Pens, and this one I actually bought used on a buy-sell trade group for a steal for the copper version of that pen. And same with this one, actually. This one was also used. And these all I brought new. So there's another slot here, so I could totally fit another one, but we have this whole other side. This is all Kawecos, this is all different brands. So in here I have the Conklin Minigraph, I have the Traveler's Company fountain pen, I have a Karas Customs Copper in their mini pen. I'm not sure they're making the mini pen anymore. I don't know. I got it used again. I got this one used, new, used. These were all used. I've been feeling a little bit more brave about used pens, used fountain pens lately. Basically, unless it's a sailor, I've been trying to get them used, or if they're less expensive, normal pens. But I'd been wanting to try the Karas Customs for a while. So this is a monster in terms of weight, even though it's small. But I have been liking this pen. My only problem with it, because I think this is the first time you've seen this, my only problem with this Karas Customs is that you cannot post the cap. There's no way to post it on the back. There's no threads or anything, and I think they did that just so that it would be smooth back here. I kind of would have liked it if it was tapered a little bit more, but then maybe the cartridge or converter wouldn't fit in here, so, you know, it's fine. It does actually write quite nicely unposted. I have small hands, so if you had larger hands it might not work. And given that the pen body is so heavy in itself, it actually has a pretty nice weight, even though it's a short pen. So It's just the matter of, potentially losing the cap, which is also quite heavy. But then I have my little pen stand over there that I can use for holding my cap when I'm using it. But it fits all of these really well. A recent pen that I got is this Pilot Prera, and I would say that even though it's sort of technically a mini pen, I think it's just a little too big for this case. But all of these that I've showed you will obviously fit. I have that Sailor Mini. The Sailor Mini would also fit the Sailor Program Mini, but I did have it in here for a while, but I thought I would leave it out so I could use it. But that would also fit in here. Imagine an entire case of Sailor Pro Gear Minis. Oh my god. First off, the expense would be enormous. And second off, it would be amazing. But anyway, and I don't know if I ever told you the story about this mini pen. So this was actually an Endless Pens Hop Drop deal. It was under $100, which if you have been looking into these Sailor Pro Gear Minis at all, you know that they retail for $199 normally. So this was another amazing find for the Hop Drop deals on Endless Pens, which I've mentioned here on the channel before. And I have since, so I've purchased, I think, this one, and I may have purchased 3 pens off of the Hop Drop deal, and there's always been nothing wrong with them, and they work great. So just thought I'd give you an update on that. All right, so that's pretty much it to show you on the inside. This holds 14 mini pens, but like I said, it's the same size as the normal 10 pen case. It just fits more because it's sideways. They're oriented sideways, and there's obviously more room that way for the mini pens. And this is actually a great way to store pens, I think, because generally, even with the regular pen case, I'm storing it with the nib side up. This one, they get to be stored flat, which I think is actually my preferred way to store fountain pens, just because then you're not going to have hard start problems, at least not as much as you might potentially have if you're storing pens nib up. But I think that was it that I wanted to show you today. The pen case is great. They have their normal packaging. One thing that is nice if you, and by their normal packaging, I mean they generally have a box for each particular item that you order, and it's very nicely packed. One of the things that you don't get when you order from someone else as opposed to Galen is they always send you like some tea or just little goodies. I think they sent both tea and coffee, like a little packet of coffee and a little packet of tea in this order. So that's nice because it's coming directly from Turkey. All right, so I think that's all I had to share with you today. I'll bring this little pen stand back on with my lovely Sailor pens. I have really, really been loving Sailor pens. I have been purchasing more of them from Amazon just because I have had such a good experience with them, and the price has been pretty cheap. My most recent one is this one, which is it is a 21 karat Profit model, so the nib is smaller than on the 1911 large. Here, and now this is becoming sort of a Sailor comparison. The nib is smaller, but they do offer a 21 karat, which I like. I like the softness of it. And this is in extra fine that I got for sketching, and it's been working great for sketching. I think I have another video where I kind of talk about that pen as well, and how, it's my watercolor favorites video. That's what it was. It's been working great for watercolor sketching. All right, well, that's it. That's truly it for today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe so you can keep track of future videos on my channel. And I hope to see you there at the next one, and have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.